No, so like earlier today, I texted friend of the show, Kyle Daileda. I said, guess who's so normal about Chev Chelios? And Kyle just responded, and I quote, "Oh, Lord." To which I said, "You're right, I'll die."
And they were so right for
then,
that.
Thank you.
And then they replied, "He sucks. He's not remotely cool." And I'm like, well, there goes my joy for today. It was stolen, ripped right out of my hands. I brought, like a cat with a dead bird in my mouth, I brought that to Kyle, and they spurned my gift.
Classic.
So that's why we're not friends anymore.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Yeah, one of you gotta go.
Yeah. This one awful man that Josh has a crush on really tipped it over for me. Because there's only one.
Josh having questionable taste in men? Never.
Well, it's not questionable. It's just that the men are always questionable.
These Guy Ritchie movies got me fucking turned. My pussy wet for Snatch. I'll tell you what, Barrel's lock stock.
Oh yeah, who up lock stocking my smoking barrel?
Oh my God.
Oh, we should clap.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, the pillow princess Kyle Daileda doesn't have to do any work on the podcast.
I can make them clap. You want to clap?
All right.
I think it would be easier if you just do it by yourself.
You're here too.
Fine, just do it.
Okay, Kyle's gonna do it.
All right. 3, 2, 1, clap.
Let's do one more. I don't think Kyle got that last one.
3, 2, 1, clap.
Early. You're rushing.
So annoying. I can go to your house
rushing.
in the night.
Are you rushing or are you dragging?
Yeah. Yeah, find
Do
my
it again.
tempo.
one more time. Not quite my tempo.
Oh my God.
One more.
What is this, revenge for insulting Josh's taste
One
in
more.
men?
Please, one more, please.
Yeah, I can't wait for Jennifer to whiplash Kyle Daileda right in their own home.
Maybe Addie should have taken over Josh's spot permanently on the pod.
The first two are fine, so we can just use those.
Okay.
If there's this
the
much
others are-
resistance.
The others
sorry,
are
I thought I was
permanently
dealing
flawed.
with
In what way?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Welcome back to Swimfans Full Clip. This is your action movie block for the summer. I am your co-host, Bathroom Floor Cocaine. I'm Josh McKenzie.
I'm Craig. Chester Bennington cameo. Neeson.
Where were you last night, Jennifer Hawking?
And this week on the pod, we are pleased to welcome back publishing professional Kyle Daileda, True Dove. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks. Can I be being taken in the middle of a bunch of, I guess, tourists and having a crowd cheer for me during sex? Kyle
Getting
Daileda.
railed?
Yeah, getting railed in public.
Getting railed in a crowd. You're Kyle Daileda.
Yes,
To
we
a chorus of Japanese schoolgirls.
Sure.
A chorus of 35-year-old Japanese schoolgirls.
Sure. Let's say that's what the nationality was. That's true. Yeah, sure.
It's in quotes.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways,
This week on the pod, oh, you're so welcome. Welcome back to the show. This week on the pod, we are talking 2006 Mark Neveldine and Brian Taylor film Crank.
Just do it.
All right, so if you haven't seen Crank, this movie stars Jason Statham. He's like a hitman in LA. His character's name, Chev Chelios. He is like the lead shooter, okay, for one of the crime syndicate lords in LA, Don Carlos. All right, so right at the start of the film, we learn that Chev was supposed to kill another like mob boss, Don Kim. We find out as the movie goes on that Chelios did not in fact kill Don Kim, but as he's trying to get out of the mob life, he lets him go. But as far as his gang knows, he did kill Don Kim. So as an excuse to get rid of Chev, a little worm, named Ricky Verona, who wants to move up in the ranks, clubs Chelios unconscious and injects him with what do they call it? The Beijing cocktail.
Yeah.
Some sort of synthetic drug that binds to the adrenaline receptors in the body, making the body unable to uptake adrenaline, and the heart will slowly slow down until it stops entirely. So Chelios, who is now on like a revenge tour of Los Angeles, the main gimmick of the movie is that at all times Chelios has to keep his adrenaline up, because if he stops being radical for even a second, his heart begins to slow down and he could die. So he knows that Verona's behind it, so he's pursuing Ricky Verona across the city. He gets in contact with his mob doctor, who's like, yeah, just keep your heart rate up. I'll be in LA soon. I don't know. Keep it up. Right. So right away, he begins to do outrageous stunts, such as driving a car through a mall. And things of that nature, right? The doctor's like, go to the hospital, get epinephrine, a synthetic adrenaline that will hopefully blast the poison right out of your adrenaline receptors. So there's an extended set piece where he's causing havoc at a hospital. Dennis Reynolds from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia gives him the epinephrine that he needs in the hospital. And all this time he's trying to get in touch with his girlfriend Eve, played by Amy Smart. So like he's got all this nose spray, which is supposed to have epinephrine. He like injects himself with an entire syringe full of epinephrine. He runs over to Eve's house. In order to keep him safe, because, at this point he's already killed Verona's brother. He's already done revenge to some of the other mobsters. So he knows that in order to get at Chelios, Ricky Verona is going to try to kill his girlfriend. So he goes to get Eve and keeps her nearby. They are trying to find like an antidote to the poison, and along the way, yes, they do kind of have public sex in the middle of LA's Chinatown. Not to completion, importantly.
Oh,
so
God forbid.
Importantly, not to completion.
that makes it legal, actually.
yeah. Then it wasn't public sex. It's fine.
He begins to sort of piece together that not only is Ricky Verona the one actually behind it, but this was also by his boss Don Carlos to sort of get rid of him. He's a liability, whatever. So with Eve alongside, he kills his way all the way to where Don Carlos is staying. And like, this is it. Like, they're about to like ice Chev. He's completely surrounded. But Don Kim, the man who he spared earlier, he shows up with his guys. They have like a giant shootout. And Ricky Verona, hits Chev with another dose of the juice, right? Another dose of the Beijing cocktail. So he's got 2 hits in him, but not before Ricky Verona actually kills Don Carlos himself, so we can take over. And the end of this movie here is sort of like this incredible like helicopter set piece where Ricky and Chev are fighting in the helicopter. And of course, they both men end up falling out of the helicopter. As they're falling, Chev snaps Ricky Verona's neck. The sort of last thing that Chev does is he calls Eve's house so we can leave a message on her machine, sort of apologizing for being a guy who sucks, before he hits the ground from, 3,000 feet or whatever. I think Jason Statham did this stunt at 3,000 feet, which makes me makes my skin want to crawl off. So Chev hits a car, hits the ground, and the last shot we see is like a close up of Chev's face as he like blinks. So like this didn't kill him. That's the long and short of Crank. There's a lot of like antics I left out, but that's the main plot. What did we think about Crank?
Jen and I were talking about this a little bit earlier, but I can't tell if this movie was actually intentionally satire or if it was like ended up being satire because of how ridiculous it is in a way where I'm like, I don't know. If it is satire and it was intentionally like made to be satire, I do feel like it wasn't the best satire ever. But then the more that like Eve was on screen, the more I was like, it has to be satire. Like, this is crazy watching a girl who is just completely oblivious to pretty much everything that happens around her. She retains like no information, like a goldfish. And the only thing that she actually like really like does is like blue ball
Chef Chelios.
Chef Chelios, sorry. Yes, blue ball Chef Chelios multiple times just to keep his heart rate up. Like, he literally tips over her purse for like 2 seconds, shaking it out, and she's like, "Oh my god, I dropped everything!" Ugh. And I'm like, he threw it all on the floor.
Let me reapply my lip gloss. And I'm like, girl, same.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, there's my tiger bomb. Not now."
She rules.
She's great. No, she is great. It just was very funny to watch her do this, and I just like couldn't really tell how I was like, I need to know how serious you guys wrote her, because I just want to understand. But yeah, I don't know what fun. Oh, I wrote down the line, "You little penis," because I just really loved the way that Jason delivered that as an insult, as amongst all of his other colorful insults.
Penis.
You little penis. You little penis. Great, fantastic. Didn't understand why he wasn't killed immediately when he went into that one place and all of the guys had guns on him, and he like did not do anything to assuage them that he wasn't going to kill like their dude in the bathroom or whatever. And I was like, just shoot him. Like, if he's crazy and he's an assassin and he's already kind of on the outs, what do you have to lose? Why are we not shooting Chev? Which is fine. It's whatever. And yeah, I don't know. I like it. It's if it was satire, I think I have a different opinion of it. If it's not satire, it sure was a movie. It sure happened. It sure was there. I think there's a lot of fun, ridiculous antics like we talked about, like public sex in the middle of a bunch of tourists who then end up cheering for them for whatever reason. I don't know why you would. Sure. The women who were in those like ball spheres things on the rooftop in the last scene.
Oh yeah.
For whatever reason, it's not really
For
like
vibes.
For vibes, sure. And then like, one of them gets shot in there, and then they all start screaming. And I'm like, okay.
To be a woman imprisoned in an orb.
That's what you want for Chev Chelios to do, Josh. That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I also did love that like we got a continuous citizen update of just like stuff that was happening, because I kept being like, I would love to know like just me getting groceries. Like I loved the mall scene because I am like, this is insane. And I do love seeing everyone going, oh my God, like trying to get out of the way of a car driving through a mall. It's like, yeah, I don't know. That's like, and just, the news being like, this guy's crazy, but like no one can catch up to him. And so, but yet somehow they all know where he has been this entire time. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I love that we have like a public like viewing to this one man running through town. And I also love that he didn't assume that like the mob would immediately be like, no, you're making so much of a scene. Why would anyone want you here? So I don't know. It was, I'd love to hear everyone else's thoughts.
I goddamn love Crank. This is one of the finest films of like the mid 2000s, like micro genre of like over the top action movies.
Oh yeah.
Like the other big one I think of is like Shoot 'Em Up, which ain't shit compared to Crank or Crank 2. I think that the tone is so stupid that it has to be it's like it is a joke.
Sure.
It's like impossible that it's not impossible, but it's like it's hard for me to imagine being offended at it because it's just so like Newgroundsian. Is that?
Oh wow! I haven't.
It is new
It
ground.
is very
yeah.
Newgroundsian. Or like
R.I.P.
Newgrounds. I think Newgrounds is still
It's
around.
probably still there. Yeah.
You can still go to Newgrounds, Kyle.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to me.
You can
For
still
me.
play those porno games on there.
Oh, thank God! I have to go, you guys.
Or like Garth Ennis comics. Like it reminds me a lot of like the tone reminds me a lot of like Preacher and like the way that like the comedy kind of blends with the action. And like basically the main character is like invincible but like wounded or something. And that also kind of was like one of the big things about watching this originally in like, cause I watched it when it came out, was that like it felt very video gamey at a time when like there were video game movies, but they were always like, I don't know, they always, whenever they made a video game movie, it never felt like the person who's making the movie gave a shit about the video game.
Oh, sure.
And this is one of the first movies that I remember seeing where it was like, oh, these guys just fucking love video games. there's like gameplay mechanics in this movie, right? He has to like keep like a point, like he has to like combo adrenaline into each other in order to survive. And like I thought that was like really fun. It was one of the first things that I saw that like also really leaned into like cheap digital aesthetics, like intentionally.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Where like it's very clearly and like unapologetically like shot on HD video, and like it kind of achieves this sort of like modern grime kind of look to it through just through like digital grain and like low lighting, and like there's just occasionally just looks like shit sometimes.
Yeah.
Like they crank up like the saturation.
They crank
it up.
Whoa.
Yeah. Like the saturation to be like ridiculous.
Wasn't
And
there was that one scene where they truly blew it out?
Yeah,
there was one scene,
yeah.
I think he was like coming out of the hospital or something.
Yeah, and
they just blew it out. And I was
Well,
like,
he
hell
he was
yeah.
stoned, Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So sorry. Thanks for reporting on your man.
so it kind of reminds me of like its place in film feels like kind of like where like modern iPhone movies would be. Well, they shoot movies on iPhones now. Why are you laughing? Steven Soderbergh made like 3 of them. Why are you laughing?
Like, just because that's initially
Tangerine.
The sentence is
What are we
not.
doing? Wait, what did I do?
Nothing.
But yeah, it's just really fun to watch him fuck shit up for 88 minutes. You know, it's just a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, this film is absolutely perfect length, and the conceit lends itself to one never being bored. If you don't like a situation, don't worry, he's about to shift into like some other wacky zany thing. Actually, it's funny, the video game thing being brought up. You know, I hate to. You do not, in fact, have to hand it to Rockstar Game Studios, but like I feel like they're writing through like GTA 3. I mean, my time, GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, where like they're countenancing things like racial insensitivity, old film references, goofy sex things, just general like drug abuse and like underworld shit. And I think they do it without like stepping up to the edgelord line. I think that's one of the things that's always been kind of commendable about the way that they write. And this film has that, right? It's like stopping short of being like edgy or like totally like irreverent, or it like wants to, I mean, there's like just racial caricatures on display here. I mean, there's like silly, wacky drug abuse. There's sex in public, but I think it all like it walks up to the line, and it manages to not be like annoying. It's very much like a playful, fun, albeit like a irreverent thing. and just for that reason alone, it's like incredibly enjoyable. I think there's some like action sequences, like the shooting and so on, that are like a little perfunctory, but like they're smart enough to do things like we've said, to have Amy Smart be like, oh no, all my things from my purse, and it's like they're getting shot at by like 12 guys. Like it's careful to plant like eccentricity and silliness into kind of each moment. The fucking guy with the incredible braid that gets his hand chopped off with a meat cleaver, goes to punch our lead here, and instead punches his stump up against like a trash can. The film is just rife with like a lot of joy, like joy in filmmaking, and like joy in this silly, goofy, not particularly sophisticated conceit. And it brandishes it like very, very well. It's I don't know if it's a good movie, or maybe it is, but it's not like I don't know. It's fun. It's so much fun, and like that is something that like movies that attempt to be fun rarely like land at. You know what I mean? Like the goal is to like give the audience catharsis and make them laugh, and like take them through a tour of the eccentricity, and it's just like no, it ends up being like a bummer, or it's like it's not paced well. No, I mean, this movie is looking like fucking Inland Empire. It's fucking, but it's 80 minutes long, and like it's a vibe. Like it's totally a vibe. I think like all the handheld camera, all the kind of like the focus that's not quite right, the hideous colors, the fucking contrast, getting jacked or not getting jacked. I don't know. It's just one of these things where it's like. It's oozing kind of like style. It's oozing a kind of like looseness that is really like hard to achieve, and like in that way, like it's like an incredibly special film.
Yeah, I really like Crank. I think it's a lot of fun. I really can't imagine, I mean, just like to not bury the lead here, I really can't imagine making a better Grand Theft Auto movie than this. Like it's got everything you like from Grand Theft Auto. It's got LA. All right, there's like 5 carjackings in it, and that's just how you get around the city. There's wanton ultraviolence. There's like underworld seediness, but in like a weird way that's completely unserious. There's the sense of humor to the movie that feels very much like listening to that Chatterbox station in Grand Theft Auto.
Oh yeah.
So like I would truly defy any filmmaker to make a more Grand Theft Auto movie than Crank.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's interesting, Kyle, that you are asking if it's satirical, because I'm like, I don't think it is. I don't think it is satirical.
Yeah.
I mean, like there's an argument to be made, I guess, if you wanted to, that it could be a send up of like these like I don't know what to call this genre, where it's just like a guy on like a revenge quest, and he just slaughters his way through some town or some organization, like a John Wick, I guess, is sort of like a John Wick style movie. Like, so I'm like, I suppose you could sort of see it as a send up of that, but I think this movie is blisteringly sincere for all the good and bad that comes along with that. I do think that the sense of humor is pretty funny. Like, for instance, the scene where Amy Smart, where Chelio spills everything in Amy Smart's character's purse. The flip side of that scene is that while she's like, "Oh, my stuff! Oh, I have to apply my lip gloss. Oh, there's my tiger balm." While he's doing that, Chev has to like snap the necks of various assassins before Eve sees that he kills people.
Yeah.
Only for her to find out like 12 minutes later that he kills people.
Yeah. Of his own volition, too. He's the one who's like, all right, there's no other way to do this. Let's just do it.
My boyfriend kills people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was a really good moment.
Like, I don't know. I love her. I'm her for real when she's like battling with the microwave for no fucking reason. Like just seemingly
she doesn't know how to
just
reset
seemingly,
the time after the daylight savings time.
No, and that scene is seemingly just to burn like 50 seconds of runtime, and I'm obsessed with it. But no, I mean, I think the sense of humor is fun. Like I like when Chelios is going to see Don Carlos, and instead of going up to the building, he goes like around and up it, and the guy's like, "Hey, Chev, great to see you." And then he just like fucking throws him off the building, and the other guy like misses that guy getting like defenestrated off the top of the building. Like it's like a Looney Tunes moment. Yeah, and I think that action's fun. I mean, Statham did all of his own stunts in this movie, a lot of which look extremely unsafe.
Yeah.
So you can't fault him for being the action star that, we know him to be in the present day. I mean, I think that like this movie's a celebration of excess. It's a celebration of violence. I actually think in terms of like movies that are shot on digital video like this, I think like I'm thinking of like Inland Empire. I'm thinking of Party Monster, my emotional support film. This is better looking, I think, than probably both of those movies are. The bar's low, but I do think it's probably slightly better looking than either of those films. And I think it's because it leans into this aughts grunge so hard that I'm really horseshoeing on. I used to, maybe even like 5 years ago, I'd be like, oh, this is so ugly. But now this like real nasty, like high contrast digital grain is like, I don't know, it feels like tiger balm on my brain, like reapplying my own lip gloss when I see a movie that looks like this.
No, there's something really nostalgic about the way the visual of it. I don't know. After hearing everyone talk about it too, it's like, no, this is a really good Grand Theft Auto movie. Like when you put it like that, I'm like, no, this is a really good video game film. That's not a video game. Although they did make a video game about it after it came out.
They did?
Remember it ever coming out? I just looked it up when I was reading the Wikipedia about it.
Oh.
After watching it.
Okay.
And there was a video game.
I have to imagine that they made the video game and they're like, oh, this is legally actionable by Rare. So I guess we just won't release this.
Was it like a Flash game or something?
No, hold on. I don't even remember. I can look it up right now, but it was
I feel like I
like,
would have heard about it.
well,
I guess maybe not.
maybe not. But anyways, yes.
Kyle, have you fallen victim to fake news? Because it looks like IGN made like a fake article about if there was a video game.
What? Hold on.
Yeah, in 2009, IGN released an article being like, IGN presents Crank the video game in celebration of Crank High Voltage, and they sort of like walk you through a hypothetical.
No, see, it says a
Crank video game.
J2ME game was developed by Silver Birch Studios.
Wait, can I see?
Hold on, I'm showing Jen.
Okay, like an old cell phone game.
Oh, okay.
So it was like basically a Flash game.
Oh, it was a Flash game. Okay, great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Snake, but you get to shoot a guy in the head.
It's Snake, but you have to do bathroom floor cocaine a bunch.
Did you watch
It's like the
all
little
the way?
apples are. They're just bags of cocaine.
Did you watch through the credits?
Yes.
There's like a little like fake arcade Crank game.
Oh,
and
so maybe
then
that's
like
what it
the
was.
life meter is like a heart, and then it explodes and it says game over.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Cinema.
Yeah.
Absolute cinema.
And there's a bunch of references to the game Berserk in it as well.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
I think if they did make a Grand Theft Auto movie, it would probably be a lot more mean-spirited than Crank is.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a lot cheesier.
I think it would be a lot more self-serious too.
Yeah. Oh,
I think
sure.
I think that company is getting a lot. It has, since the release of Grand Theft Auto 3 has taken themselves exponentially more seriously with every release.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and that's really the shame, because like this is not a Grand Theft Auto podcast, but like the fun of those games wasn't like how realistically can I murder a crowd of people on fake LA streets.
Yeah.
It was like how realistically can I murder a crowd of people on fake LA streets, but it's sort of funny with it.
Yeah.
Which is why like me personally, I thought Saints Row was more fun than Grand Theft Auto, because Saints Row was like, hey, what if we made that even bigger and stupider?
Yeah. What if we didn't care?
What if we made Crank the video game?
What if we didn't
Honestly, yeah, Crank the
Yeah.
video game is basically just Saints Row the Third.
Sure.
I mean, this for me as well is like the iconic Jason Statham role.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you see him from time to time. Like, I liked. It could have been a lot worse when he was in Fast and the Furious franchise.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot more annoying than it ended up being. But whenever I think about Jason Statham, I'm thinking about him in Crank.
You're cranking it to Jason.
I'm just always thinking about Chev Chelios. Whenever I close my eyes. So.
And like, I know that he was already in like the Transporter movies and stuff at this point, but like, I don't know. I've seen those, and he's not really like a character in those. He's much more like stoic and like, oh, I'm the best at transporting or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And like here, like, I don't know. He looks like he's having a great time
In Crank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because like
He gets to
I mean,
bone in public.
well,
Who doesn't want to do that, right?
Well, I mean, even that scene, they make like kind of fun because like he can't get it up, and Amy Smart's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
Like, we're having sex in a crowd of people. You're on like 7 pints of epinephrine, and you can't get it up." So even that gets like a little bit of like a funny edge to it. But yeah, I mean, like he's just so much fun to watch because he gets to do. I mean, I guess I'm not like a Statham expert, but like he gets to do all the things that you associate with him, like these outrageous stunts. He has like sort of snappy dialogue, even though I would say the dialogue isn't really the selling point of the movie. Mm-hmm. He gets to look cool as hell while he does like bad guy shit. I don't know. It's everything that I would personally want to see from Jason Statham. No filler.
Yeah. And he's more than just like kind of like the ultimate badass as well. He's kind of like routinely like humiliated. Or like he get put into like a situation where like he just kind of has to crash a motorcycle into a restaurant in order to survive.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and like the whole conceit, he has to debase himself so constantly, right? Like he has to stick his hand in the fucking waffle iron, right? It's just he's reduced to this kind of like vampiric. It's very base. It's very basic.
And when Amy Smart is giving him head in the car, doesn't he like shoot someone too while that's happening?
Yeah,
and then the car crashes.
And the car crashes and
that
flips.
That was honestly kind of funny. Just
yeah,
like
that was good.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah. Well, and I think they're so. God, I don't want to say smart. I guess I want to say smart. They're like, okay, we have to. Because it's not going to be fun if he's just like a Terminator type guy who doesn't, he's just like slaughtering gangsters. So they're like, so yeah, he's getting owned constantly, but also like I don't know, he's I guess it averages out to sweet to Eve. Like he wants to like quit being a mobster, like to be with her, and that doesn't seem like a lie. Like that does seem to be his motivation. The poor girl
can't turn on microwave. She needs all the help.
She's my queen, and that's what I want to be when I grow up. But I mean, he does have like this sweet side to him, like he's like all revved up, and he's like screaming and like hurling slurs at everybody, and then he gets on the phone for Eve's machine, and he's like, "Answer your phone, babe," like something really sort of like having to like reel it in. I think it was a nice move for his like last action before the movie ends to be leaving like a voicemail about like, sorry that I suck all the time. I don't know. They for being like a unrepentant monster. They give him like they give you something to like about it.
Just enough amount of heart.
Yeah.
Your little penis.
Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know. When the more that we talk about it, the more I can. I don't know. I'm glad that Josh is with me in the camp of like, I don't know if it's satire.
I think it is. It has to be, right? Like it's such a send up of like action movies and video games and like comic books. Like it just tonally it feels like no, like we're not taking this seriously. Like we're just kind of like it just feels like they're making a movie with all of the stuff they've always just like I don't know joked around about being in a movie or something.
What seals it for me is the introductory sequence where he wakes up and he fucking is like having a panic attack, finds his way to the television, gets the DVD that says "fuck you" on it, and then starts playing it. Right, like we're clearly dealing with like a meta layer of first person shooter plus like film within a film.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
And I love when this isn't to the point of satire or not, but I love when he's breaking the TV, and I love how like completely like schizophrenic the editing is in that moment. It's like going into freeze frame, and like they're doing like audio holds, so his scream goes like, ah!
There's a lot of fun editorial choices, like when he's on the phone with his doctor, and there's that one scene where like. It's just he just projects on the wall next time as he's running, and there's like no real reason that should happen. Like
it'll appear on like the mirror in the car,
or when and like maybe it's because the poison is affecting him, but like when he's in the cab with that one cabbie, and like he sees his face is like neon painted, and I was like, okay,
and he just drinks that whatever.
Yeah, he's like, sure, whatever. This tastes like crap.
yeah. Here's my glove box fluid. Let's see what goes on. That was like I think my next like big point here is that like as sort of raunchy as this movie is visually, like how it can be I don't know, kind of gross to look at on occasion. I mean, they are bold with their filmmaking. I think if you're gonna do split screen, you've really got to lean into doing split screen. And like this is like it's not something you can just do like once. You've really got to like commit to split screen as like a visual motif. And I think this movie commits all the fucking way down, maybe almost occasionally to its detriment when there's so much happening in each part of the split screen. I think there's one point where it splits into 4, and I'm like, you guys got to stop. But like I think that's the only way to do it. Like I think if you're gonna use split screen, you really got to go ham. You've really got to be like, this is and it works with the movie being, like I said, I think a celebration of excess, a celebration of the American fascination with violence, with the American thirst for blood on film. Like so you can do all of this. Balls to the wall access, like the screen's always splitting, especially when it doesn't fucking need to, like when he's walking up to meet Kalo, and that's like a split screen for some reason.
It's a lifestyle.
It's I mean, better gay representation than you get on screen now, by the way, Kalo.
Thank you. I was like, and it's great because it's not touched on.
No, it just seemed like he had a great night last night.
Yeah, he did. He really seemed to like recollect it fondly.
Yeah, and they cut back to him and he's just like smiling, thinking about it. They do kill him later, but
he does.
Yeah, in like a really
like
way,
they massacre him.
But consider this, Kalo does put on lipstick and a mesh shirt to go out on the town, which we love to do.
And eat tacos,
But of all of the gay slurs in this movie, none of them are directed at Kalo. Who's to say this isn't? Who's to say this isn't better gay representation than whatever's happening in movies in 2025?
Like, isn't Jason Statham like gay in no? So it's his word
in our
to
hearts.
Say. It's his word to say.
Josh gave him the pass.
Yeah.
This movie isn't offensive.
I haven't given him the pass yet. He hasn't held up his end of the deal. Jason, please call me.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
But no, like, but this episode is fucking bizarre.
This episode is fucking bizarre.
I do think that like this movie really does go for it visually, which I think is. I mean, that's the best you can ask for. Like they chose to, like, I know that, I think I read somewhere that they chose to do this on digital video. Like film may have been an option for them, but they chose digital video. Perhaps because of like the immediacy, right? Like you can have that because there's a lot of like handheld shots in this. But also all of those like really ugly like post effects where they do like, I don't even know what the effect is called, where they turn all the shadows pink and all the lights blue and it looks like shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
really
yeah.
basic like iMovie effects. But like, that's tacky and lame. But like, because this movie just commits to everything that it's doing, it commits this ridiculous premise that he's got some sort of synthetic, a Chinese mafia drug that makes your heart not take up, whatever, adrenaline. Like, because it just commits to everything, even that really ugly visual effects kind of just become part of the vibe, and it really works.
I think a lot of this movie was shot on rollerblades too. I think I'm remembering that correctly. Of like the camera operator, I think was one of the directors on rollerblades.
That's cool.
And like, I don't know, like maybe you just kind of can't really do that with film. Because I mean, people had done that with like skate videos like forever, right? And so like it's kind of cool to see like that sort of like technique like adapted into like another like genre where they're trying to like achieve maximum impact at all times, you know?
Imagining a famous Godard tracking shot, but there's a fucking he's fucking on fucking he's on skates. He's he's goofy fucking glasses. Yeah.
Jet Set Godard. Yeah, I mean, I do think this is cool. Maybe Jennifer and Craig, you would know more about this than me, but like, it was interesting to read that Neville, Dean, and Taylor did a lot of the shooting themselves. Like, that's not very common, right? Like, I mean, I think I read that Sean Baker did that for Tangerine, but like, unless you're like quite a low budget production, I mean, the director's not also usually the photographer, right?
No, not normally. Because like normally you want like just someone. I mean, the director obviously has like a big say in like how shots are set up and everything. But yeah, most times there's usually just another person to bounce lighting ideas off. It's because it's a collaborative process. But yeah, no, it's really kind of weird.
Yeah, because when I read that, I was like, no shit, that's kind of. I don't know. I kind of respect the hell out of that. Get up in there with those, with those digital cameras.
I think Phantom Thread didn't have a cinematographer.
Paul's just like, I'll take this one.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean didn't have a cinematographer?
The DP that PTA normally worked with was like doing something else.
Oh.
And so like I think there was just like the whole department sort of collaborated on the cinematography.
I was gonna say, like,
so
they just were like, I don't know, shoot it like this. Who fucking cares?
Yeah. That's why that movie looks like shit.
Oh, damn.
No, it looks really good.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, he did do that. Yeah, his usual cinematographer was busy, so Anderson was like, "Well, fuck you." He didn't say that.
He said,
"Fuck you,
Kyle.
I'm gonna do that."
Jen's making another face while Josh is talking.
I'll make my own damn movie.
Yeah, but it's at Kyle, so it doesn't count.
Wow.
Did you guys have a favorite stunt in this film, aside from the helicopter?
The incredible CGI.
The CG, or like I think it's like a green screen of when he's on the car going up the escalator.
Sure.
Is so goddamn funny because like none of the lighting matches.
Yeah.
He's clearly in a studio like 4 weeks later climbing over a car inside the other frame. That was pretty good. Did he do every stunt? Because like there's like the scenes with like the motorcycle and stuff where like he climbs on top of it and like puts his arms out and stuff. Like that couldn't have been Statham, right?
It might have been if he did all his own stunts.
Can he do that?
Yeah, he did all fight and car stunts.
No
in
shit.
Crank.
Yeah, so he's the fucking man.
Damn, shouts out. Good job, Stath.
And that's why I love him.
There we go.
And he's and
It is.
He's so brave.
oh, can't I have a little fun on my own podcast?
You can.
He's so brave.
He's so brave. I'm trying to think of.
I mean, it stressed me out, like because I knew going in that he did the fucking helicopter stunt himself.
That's
That like
crazy.
watching him like. I don't know how you do it, you guys. I don't know what it's like when you do stunts because like he's just like falling out of that helicopter. Like you can see his hand like slipping at the edge of the door, and I'm like, how do you do it?
I mean, he's got to have some
Couldn't
kind
be
of
me.
harness.
I'm afraid of
on.
heights.
Like
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
sure he
there-
has some sort of
Yeah.
harness.
I'm sure there's also like a mat underneath him somewhere.
It was 3,000 feet up.
I don't
There
know
was
if a
no
mat would help you from that height.
Wait, I can't.
Like if you
I've
jumped
seen
off
plenty
of
Looney
like a
Tunes.
skyscraper and onto a mat, you'd still just fucking explode on impact or whatever.
Wait. I'm sorry. That was actually 3,000 feet.
3,000 feet? Yeah, for real.
They shot it in the goddamn
That's what
sky.
I thought you were
That's what
like
I'm saying, Kyle.
exaggerating. That's not real. No.
No, I
That's what
think
I'm
they went up in a
saying. That's
heli-
what.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real. And so when I'm like, that man is falling out of a helicopter.
That man is
my
falling
skin
out
was
of a
crawling
Oh
away.
yeah, no.
helicopter.
If I had known that was a real, like that high real,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I my balls would have been up inside of me. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
that's not real. Like
That's crazy. Girl,
why
that's
would you
crazy.
do that?
Yeah.
For the movie.
But like, why would you agree as a director to be like, yeah, sure?
'Cause
if
it's
he
cool.
dies, that's on
Because-
you.
He's got a harness
because-
on.
because
He'd be
it's-
fine.
You don't know that he has a harness.
Because it's radical,
has a-
Kyle.
it's
That's why
radical.
You have to get insurance for movies. You can't. There's rules on what you can and can't do on a movie set.
Well, okay, but also, okay, and what happens if the fucking thing fails? The
helicopter crashes.
no, well, sure, that. But I meant like his safety harness, whatever. What if that fails somehow?
That
Then what?
happens.
Yeah,
People die
yeah.
on movie
pe-
sets.
yeah, then he would die. But like,
Right. Why would you?
why would he? I don't know. There's people who test the stuff.
Oh, people
likely
test
wouldn't-
falling out of a 3,000.
Well, they test like they make sure there's no like tears in the thing and like things are like.
and what if that morning they didn't get enough sleep? Their
Craig,
kid was
say
keeping them
something.
up.
Craig, Craig, can you change the subject?
Just because he did his own stunts doesn't mean there wasn't a professional team there, like fucking like making sure he doesn't die. And yes, accidents do happen. Nicole Kidman somehow broke her foot in Panic Room, and got replaced by a better actor.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know where it's going.
Damn. Nicole
Get her
Kidman
out.
is-
Okay,
Why
yeah.
am I in this?
I mean, where I was going with this before Kyle like spun out entirely was that like I like
a helicopter at
when
3,000
Tom
feet.
Cruise when Tom Cruise wants to die doing a stunt, you know what I
That's
mean?
fine,
I'm
though.
like
He could die
yawn,
during-
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
loser. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
When you tell me Jason Statham was not falling out of a helicopter at 3,000 feet, I'm like, that's the best guy.
It's dope.
yeah,
Yeah.
rock
That there
hard.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a whole syringe of epinephrine.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is more of a personal anecdote than film criticism, but last night I had to do my estrogen shot, and I was watching the movie and I was getting it ready, and it just sort of happened to line up in the scene where he does the epinephrine
Hell
thing.
yeah.
So I timed it with that.
Getting cranked.
Can
Yeah.
you start calling?
My-
Can you start calling your estrogen your Beijing cocktail?
Yeah, if I'm
That's
like,
good,
hey,
I
what are
like
you
that.
doing? And you're taking your shot, can you just tell me that you're getting cranked?
Yeah, I'm getting cranked. That sounds like I'm doing something else.
But I'll know that it's not.
Yeah, I think it would be fun if every person who did hormone replacement therapy had their own euphemism for it.
Yeah.
Like friend of the show, Nikki, when we were teenagers, called hers titty skittles, which I think about probably once a week.
It's
pretty good.
Just
good,
apropos
that's
of
good.
nothing. And I think every person doing HRT. My friend Brodsky calls it boy gel. You know,
Pretty
that's the
good.
testosterone
Yeah,
gel.
yeah.
So every trans person needs their own euphemism for the substances. I think.
That's
Getting
Josh's
cranked.
like campaign.
Yeah, we earned it.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm empowering trans people to
So Crank is actually
to have
trans positive. So
it
let's
kind
talk.
of. I mean, like
Oh
it's
my
not
God.
not trans. It's not trans
yeah, it's not-
negative.
yeah,
there's
it's
a
not
lot of
trans-negative.
there's a lot of places where it could have been, and it wasn't.
And again, Kalo, what was this?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kalo.
We just
Yeah.
didn't talk about it. Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We were just like,
he just had
it's
a
fine.
nice
Yeah,
It's
night.
fine. Yeah, he's having a good
Yeah,
night.
Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite is more woke than Pete Buttigieg in 2025.
Easily.
That's just the truth.
Easily. I have nothing about the man, but I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
well, yes.
Chev Chelio said trans rights.
Trans rights, you faggots.
Trans rights.
Trans rights, you little
Trans
penis.
rights. Protect the dolls. Transport the dolls.
Protect the dolls, you little penis.
Get in, get out. Protect the dolls.
I love Jason Statham if he worked at Planned Parenthood. That's a really good bit.
He's the bouncer outside.
Listen, we don't got a problem, but if you start misgendering people, it's well, you meet me out back. This is a stupid bit.
No, it's really good. No, I really like it, actually. You also do a really good Jason Statham accent.
Thank you.
It's sort of like the merchant in Resident Evil 4.
I'll tell that to the rest of me polycule.
Yeah. Do you all have any final thoughts about Crank?
No.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Crank 2 is really good.
Crank
I'd
2
recommend
looks
it.
sexier. Him putting the charges on his nipples and tongue.
Oh, yeah,
looks that's
yeah,
sexy
yeah.
to me. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
That version I'll give Josh is I can be totally
That's
normal
that's a
about that
fuckable
version.
Chev.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
So what you're saying to me is all of the shaming you did earlier in the movie falls away because we could just watch Crank 2 and then you're on my
we'll
side.
see. We'll see. I just saw the commercials. You never know.
We should watch Crank
Anyway.
2.
Yeah, let's watch Crank 2
Yeah,
right
let's do
now.
it. Right now.
Craig, did you have any final thoughts?
What else did these directors do? Just Crank 2?
They did the movie
Didn't they do-
Gamer.
I was gonna say Gamer, yeah.
Gerard Butler, which is which is not as good, but there is fun to be had there.
It's a movie called Gamer. I'm only setting my
And
hopes up so
then
high.
they did Ghost Rider 2, which was supposed to be terrible, and everyone who was like, "Hell yeah, Crank!" Crank guys are doing Ghost Rider with Nicolas Cage. It's going to be awesome, and then like everyone's like, "It was not awesome." But
All right.
I think that was the last movie they made together, and I think they sort of split and have done other stuff since then.
Yeah.
The Wachowski.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle, what would you say if I told you that every character in Crank is in Crank 2, including the ones who die in
Yeah.
various messy ways?
What do you mean? Like they're ghosts?
What I
haunting
mean-
you?
No, it's kind of back.
What I mean
have
what I
twins or
mean is that
something?
Kalo. What I mean is that Kalo and Ricky Verona are in Crank 2.
Yeah.
As like alive characters?
Sort of.
Isn't Kalo like his brother or something?
Yeah. So Kalo is a brother. God, I hate to spoil it. But Ricky Verona's in the movie.
Yeah,
As
Say
yeah,
less.
I'm just gonna leave it there.
they're not alive.
Yeah.
Say less.
Though.
I guess you gotta watch Crank 2.
I mean, I was probably going to eventually.
Well, you're-
Yeah, hell yeah, you will, bitch.
Okay. I mean, like, sure. Jesus Christ.
Could you do that in the Jason Statham voice,
Hell yeah,
please?
you will, bitch.
Can you call me little penis while you do it?
Little penis.
No, that's just kink.
Now call me a good. No.
A good what?
No!
What exactly are
We
you
are not
again?
doing this. I've taken it too far.
You have those weird
I gave this
pronouns,
movie-
right?
Jesus Christ.
He's
I gave this
transphobic, but
movie
only
4
to
stars.
Kyle.
Josh gave this movie 4 stars. What
I
about
also
you?
gave this
I gave
4
this movie
stars.
Okay. Craig.
I gave it 3, but I'd probably go 3.5. Yeah, 3.5.
I will give it 3.
3.5. 3.5 it is.
3.5 it is.
Kyle Daileda, thank you for coming back on the podcast.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Is there anything that you want to plug to the audience? Where can they find you online? Anything along those lines?
Nothing to plug. And people can find me online on Blue Sky and Instagram at Kyle _deleted. On both? Yeah, on both. That's it. That's it.
Have you seen anything recently?
Yes, thank you.
Have I seen anything recently?
Yeah, something you liked and wanted to shout out.
Oh, the one thing that we tried to watch and we couldn't. I do desperately want to see the Bratz live action movie. And it's because I watched a YouTuber do a very hysterical recollection of it, like with no visuals or anything. So now I just need to see how it holds up, because it sounds like it will be insane, simply because apparently there's a scene where a girl accuses a deaf guy of being blind. And he's like, I'm deaf. And she goes, well, you don't look deaf. And he goes, well, you don't look ignorant. And I need to see how the Bratz movie pulls that off in a way. But that's about it.
Also, it's not streaming
How did
anywhere.
It's not streaming anywhere. Yeah.
How did I not know this was a movie? We have to watch
No,
it. I need to know what happens.
We have
in
to
the
watch
Bratz
it. I'll
movie.
send you the video, Josh. It's very that movie poster looks. Jenna showed me a movie poster for it. It looks crazy.
Why is John Voight in this movie?
He's the-
How did they get John
he's
Voight
the
in the
principal.
Bratz?
No, away from the brats.
He's the principal.
They accidentally let him on a set that day.
And they said, "Sure, you can be the principal. We don't care. Whatever."
They had to
Yeah,
shoot
he
all his
wanders on to-
scenes
he wanders
separately,
on to
so
do
he
racism.
Yeah.
he never shares the frame with the brats.
Yeah. One of those. And then I'm really excited to go watch Weapons.
Kyle?
Yes.
If Weapons isn't good,
I will kill someone.
I'm gonna have a meltdown.
Me too.
Okay, I'm really putting a lot on this movie.
Yeah, me
You
too.
gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, this is the second week in a row that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yes. Excellent.
Well, I was talking about it with Karina last week.
Yes.
That I fear that I'm gonna long legs myself again, and yeah, I can't handle it.
Yeah.
If it's another long legs,
Long leg
Josh,
situation.
I will be on the news.
As a wise fortune cookie once told our friend Nia, keep your expectations reasonable.
Yeah, I could stand to do that, I think.
Maybe.
Yes, thank you so much for coming on. Listeners, thank you for listening. Okay, we hope that you're enjoying Full Clip. I know I am. I like movies with cool guys who do action. So, hope you're enjoying it as well. You can find the show wherever you get your podcasts. Okay, so that is Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you listen. Please rate, please review, please subscribe. You can engage if you like. You can ask us questions. You can do that on Spotify, I believe, on the episodes.
Yep.
You can do that on the show's DMs. You can direct message Craig. You can any of those ways will get your question onto the show. So yeah, if you are interested in interacting with the show, please do. We like when that happens. And we have a Patreon. So patreon.com/swimfans. We have episodes all about things that we don't usually cover on the show. So if you want to hear more Swimfans for as low as $1 a month, you can have access to that entire back catalog. Yeah, thank you to all of our patrons. And you can follow the show on all the social medias. So Blue Sky, Instagram, Letterboxd, that's user SwimFansPod, swimfanspod.com on Blue Sky. I am on all those same spots at user Amons, AMONNS. So I did a double feature last night of the 4K print of Summer Wars right into Crank. It was a nightmare combination.
Yeah.
If I'm honest with you, the 4K of Summer Wars was beautiful, perfect. And I got to tell you what, I haven't seen Summer Wars in a few years, probably at least since the pandemic, I think. And I used to have I always thought it was a pretty perfect movie, and I used to have small quibbles here and there with it, nothing major, but enough to not have it be like flawless in my mind. I saw it this time, and truly everything that I used to get hung up on all fell away. I think the movie's perfect. I used to think that the love story between like the guy and the girl didn't really work, and I wished it wasn't there. But I got to tell you what, this time it fucking hit so good. It didn't. It no longer felt like he was like earning a girlfriend as like a trophy, because like when I was watching it this time, you really do watch Kenji, the boy, sort of find his place in this family, and like by the end of the movie, truthfully, honestly, like if I were this girl Natsuki, I'd be like, yeah, I kind of like him too. Totally get it. So like this time the love story worked. I cried like a child in the theater at all the parts that usually get me to go crazy. Perfect movie. Hosoda's probably never going to make a better movie. The 4K print looked amazing. Can't say enough good things about Summer Wars. I think it's one of the best animated films that have yet been produced. And then I watched Crank. Jennifer.
You can follow me on Blue Sky, diatron5.swimfanspod.com. I'm on Letterboxd Diatron. Kyle, you and I watched K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh
yes,
yes.
It's
how was it? I haven't seen it.
It's fun. It has a terrible title, which I'll be honest, it sort of spoils the rest of the movie for me because it's so terrible. But it's cute. And the animation's really nice.
The animation's really good. Yeah.
And it's like solid. It was a lot more like solid of a movie than I was expecting from a movie with such a terrible title. I
mean, Sony's been kind of on it lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the music was like pretty good. Cast was fun. Craig?
You can find me at Craig Neeson on Instagram and Letterboxd, craigneeson.com. Last night, I fast-forwarded through Dune 2 so I could see all the cool spaceships. So anytime Shawnee or whatever her name is was on screen, I was like, fuck off. Yeah, no, like, I really do love how Baron Harkonnen just, like, floats and hides in goo and shit, and, like, I don't know. The art direction... great, love it. Other stuff not so much. Really best enjoyed fast forwarded through. I'm excited to fast forward through the third installment.
What would you say? What did you say at like the worm juice scene? When he's pounding the worm juice.
It's like I think Rebecca Ferguson, because she also has a worm juice scene, and like she is fucking killing it. Like it looks like it's like, you know, she's like I mean, the character is like, when I drink the worm piss, I'm going to be burdened with centuries of like suffering, and like she fucking, like, I've spoken her praises in regards to Silo and other things. I think she's fucking fantastic. But yeah, I think Timothy's is a little whatever. Like even the mother, right? She drinks the worm piss, and then you see the embryonic, like the daughter that she's carrying, like there's like a little embryo, and like a blue kind of like wave of gelatin kind of floats past. I don't know. I think Timothy's is a little bit like flat in comparison.
Yeah,
I would drink the worm piss.
Well,
I mean. Yeah.
Well, first of all, I think you should be burdened with centuries of knowledge. But I do love that Paul Atreides is like, okay, one thing that I'm not going to do is become like a space fascist. I will never do that to you. One sip off the worm juice, honey. We have to do space fascism.
He's so fucking
we have
turnt.
to do it now.
He's saying no one has ever been that turnt off of fucking. Drops one Jolly Rancher into some cough syrup, and suddenly he's willing to raise the fucking universe. God, that's one of the weakest parts of the film, because it's such a, he's like, no, we're gonna fight in the north, and it doesn't even matter if I die, we're just gonna take the fucking Harkonnen. And then he's like, no, we have to burn the universe to the fucking ground. I will marry this baddie, that the Emperor's baddie. I will do that.
Yeah, because in my memory, it's like right next to each other. Like the scene before he does the worm juice ceremony, he's like, "Don't worry, Zendaya, I will never do space evil.
Yeah.
I love space justice, and I love the Fremen." And then it's like the next scene, or like the next major part of the movie, is like, "I am evil now. It's so good to be evil here." And I'm like, at least don't put those scenes next to one another.
For real. Yeah.
Space them out.
Yeah. No, he spends the first 2 acts being like, "Oh, my mother only survived that because Bene Gesserit know how to transmute poison. This is all bullshit. Let's just do fucking jihad and die noble deaths." And then he's just like, "No, I am your god. I am your god. Bow before me." And it's just like, okay, man. Sweet. Like, cool.
Well. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, listeners. I think we can say we're all excited about the next Dune movie.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. Thrilled.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.